Bat family, and welcome to Holy BatCast, brought to you by real fans for real movies. You can find us all over social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search for Holy BatCast and you'll find us. And if you're a fan of the show and you want to support us, you can do that on Patreon. No pressure, but if you'd like to do it, you can go to patreon.com/holybatcast. And as always, got to give a big thank you to our patrons. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for helping us out, for supporting us, and just keeping the show rolling. It really does mean a lot. We're a proud part of the Real Fans Podcast Network. You can check out those shows at rf4rm.com. And as always, I'm your Bat host, Andy DiGenova. You can find me on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd. It's just my name, Andy DiGenova. This episode, it's a random one, but honestly, it's a random one I've been wanting to do for a minute, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. We're going to talk about some Batman Happy Meals over the years. Then we're going to do emails, because we always do. And joining me for that fun, you know him. You've heard him on the show. You've heard him on The Fire Rises. It's Joe Fornarotto. Welcome back, Joe.
Thank you for having me, Andy. It's great to be back.
Well, it's always great to have you. I mean, you guys have been slacking over there anyway. So not that I'm one to talk right now. We've all been slacking. Life is busy. So, we gotta find the outlet when we can.
Yeah, life has been busy, and there has not been a lot of Batman news. We've been trying to fill in with the Superman stuff, but Batman's been a little slow. So I'm glad to get on here and talk about something different.
It's true. Batman, shockingly, sort of off to the side.
And Batman Day is in 2 days.
Oh my God, is it? I guess you're right.
Saturday. Yeah, it's apparently Saturday.
I have seen or heard nothing until you just said that. So, well, great. Well, that's something to look forward to. Anyway, glad you're back. Always a pleasure. And yeah, I mean, life is busy. Just normal life is busy enough. And I was telling you before I hit record, Catherine broke her ankle. She had surgery the other day. So, 2 small kids and a wife who cannot move. It's just a lot of regular life is taking priority as it should. And we'll do this when we can. But I'm glad we found the time tonight to do it. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it means you have to move a little bit more than you normally do, which is probably not that fun.
Yeah. Well, Happy Meals. I sent you a list of, I keep a running list of episode ideas, and I just grabbed a couple, and I was like, hey, any of these speak to you? And you're like, Happy Meals? That's random, but I'm into that. So I'm glad you were into it.
Yeah, it sounds like a really random but fun topic that we can get into about, what we want to cover or what hasn't been a Happy Meal. I think surprised me more than what has been, if that makes sense. But we'll get into it.
Yeah, for sure. So, well, I'm glad you were down. And yeah, it's been on the list because some of these are the most fun. When we talk about old toys or commercials, just some of that random stuff that is Batman related. It's nice and low pressure and nostalgic, and it's a good time. So, yeah, I dig it. So we did pull 4, actually, kind of 5 different Batman Happy Meals from over the years. And what I want to do is I want to go backwards in time. Partly because why the hell not? But partly because I want to save the best for last.
Yeah, the old ones are more fun.
The old ones are more fun. So yeah, we go from the less fun to the more fun. So yeah, all right, let's do it. We're going to start back in 2013, 12 years ago, Joe. And we're going to talk about the Beware the Batman Happy Meal.
Time for action. I'm Batman. No, I'm Batman.
Summon the superhero in you with a Beware the Batman action figure in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
2013, man. And did you even know that Beware the Batman had Happy Meals?
No, I did not. I had no idea.
Well, they did. I remember them having this, but I think it was something that I heard about very late in the game of oh, and by the way, Beware the Batman has Happy Meals. So I went to McDonald's a couple of times and I own 2 of these. But it was a collection of 6 toys for Beware the Batman, the CG animated show that came out in 2013 and is infamous in how long it did not last and how it got shuttled off to 2:30 a.m. and all the weirdness that surrounded it for that. But for one shining moment, they're like, let's promote it and have a Happy Meal, which is very nice.
They didn't even give regular toys to the show, if I
I
remember
know.
correctly.
I don't think so. I don't think it ever got far enough to have real toys. So this is probably it, but I do own 2 of these. So there were 6 toys. One is a Batman mask. Did not have that one. One is Batman on the Batcycle. Did not have that one. One is a gliding Batman. One is a Batman figure, but he's got a grappling hook that shoots. Another one is a Batman figure, and he's like in a fighting pose. That one I had. Mm-hmm. And then the other one is a Batmobile. So, and that one I had. So I had Batmobile, and I had like the fighting pose Batman. And I want to say like his waist was springy, so you could, kind of make him punch. The other 4 I did not have. But yeah, this was during Batman's 75th anniversary. But yes, I distinctly remember going to McDonald's to get these Happy Meals. First thing I'll say, that's kind of the bummer about the collection is everything is Batman. You get nothing of anyone else. You don't get Katana. You don't get any of the villains. It's all just Batman. So on the plus side, no matter when you went, you knew you were at least getting something Batman. But on the downside, it all is very samey to me.
Yeah, it even took me a while to find a picture of all 6 toys. It seemed like everyone had like 4. And they were, and I was trying to figure out what the difference was. When you started reading them off, it was until then that I realized, oh, these are different.
Yes.
Because it said, I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, it's cool that you always get a Batman, but yeah, there's not much difference between what they call action Batman or the one with the grapple gun. It's just Batman with the grapple gun.
Right. But like, I dig the Batcycle. I think that's pretty cool. The mask is pretty dopey looking. I did like
a Catwoman mask.
Yeah, it's a little too small. Honestly, do you know what it looks like? Is, oh my god, was it Titans where there was like a No, it wasn't Titans. It was Gotham Knights. Remember that?
I never watched it. I still never watched it.
It lasted 1 season and it was not good. But the Batman mask they showed in that looked like this. That's how bad it was. Anyway. The Batmobile is pretty cool. I dig the Batmobile, and I was glad that was the one that I got. But yeah, like it's just it needed variety, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I guess it wasn't. The show wasn't popular enough to even push the toys, or vice versa. Obviously,
right?
I wasn't even aware that this was a thing. And granted, 2013, I wasn't really following this as much as. 2013. Yeah, I guess I was. I mean, I don't remember how big the internet was in 2013, but I mean, Man of Steel had come out, so.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It seems like it should have been a lot longer ago than that, but yeah, I have nothing to even add to this. Sadly, I mean, I loved the show too, which was sad. I was following the show. I was one of the people that was bummed that the show didn't take off, and Yeah, like why wouldn't you have done at least a Katana figure? I mean, this was maybe the era where they were like, girls' toys don't sell. I don't know.
But like, yeah, I mean, she was the partner, and like I know that they used some really random villains in that show, but they still could have had like Anarchy was in it, and that would have been pretty cool.
You could have done a Toad toy. I think that would have been kind of cute for the kids.
Yeah, but yeah, I know there's not a ton to say other than like if you're out there and you're a Batman fan and you're one of the people who love Beware the Batman, I'll be honest, I was pretty indifferent. I thought it was okay. I watched it because it was Batman, but I didn't love it. I didn't shed a tear when it died a quick death. I was just like, they tried a thing. I could take it or leave it. But if you're a big fan of Beware the Batman and you're like, man, I love that show. It got a raw deal and you want some Beware the Batman merch, go on eBay. I'm willing to bet you can get these for pretty cheap. I didn't check. I'm just making an educated guess. I bet you can get these pretty cheap.
Could you imagine these are so niche that like they're collector's items and they're like $50 for 6?
Right.
You could totally see that happening for something like this.
That's true. Or they did such a short run of them that they're actually worth a lot. Maybe the 2 that I've got are worth some good money. But yeah, Beware the Batman had a Happy Meal. Maybe you knew that and maybe you didn't. But yeah, a couple of the toys are pretty cool. But yeah, for Beware the Batman fans, these are probably your only option. So we're sticking with animated series, though. We're going to jump back a couple of years to 2011 for a Batman Brave and the Bold Happy Meal.
You won't get away this time, Penguin.
You can have 3 times the fun with 3 Batman the Brave and the Bold figures in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
And this is kind of the 2-for-1er, because McDonald's did 2 Brave and the Bold Happy Meals. They did one in 2011, and the one in 2011 was a bunch of minifigs, and you would get a pack of 3 with your Happy Meal. And they did one the year prior in 2010 that had the larger, more traditional figures. So I love the Brave and the Bold was a big enough deal that they got 2 Happy Meals in 2 years. Now these, were you paying attention to these, Joe?
I got probably less to add to this, unfortunately, because as much as I loved Beware the Batman when it was airing, I didn't even watch Batman Brave and the Bold when it aired. So I have no recollection of this. I mean, I've watched it since, obviously. But no, I did not know anything about these figures. I will say these are a lot more fun than the Beware the Batman figures.
I will go a step further and go, these are awesome.
Yeah,
they're so cool.
They went all out with these.
Yes. So let's start with 2011. 2011 had the 3 packs of minifigs, and I have a bunch of these. I remember this coming out, and these were ones, like I will go during a promotion, and I will get a couple, but I will not be too diligent because I know that in a month I'll go on eBay and I'll fill in any gaps. But I did get a few of these, and what was great, I mean, it was the great thing about the show, The Brave and the Bold, and it was also great about these minifig set is they used so many characters in that show, and they found a way to do a Happy Meal and give you as many of those characters as humanly possible. And that's awesome because yes, there were 8 collections, but 8 collections of 3, that's awesome. That's 24. Is that right? 24 figures? Am I doing that right?
Vehicles. They had vehicles in some of them. And even they tried to incorporate Batman in most of them, but also switching it up. But he's not in every one either.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the other thing is there's heroes, there are villains, and they try to get a lot of Batman in most of the sets because they know that, it's his show. So looking at here, what we got is there was a 3-pack of Batman, very traditional Batman, Penguin, and the Batmobile. Then there was one of, oh my God, I can't even quite make that one out.
So I have it in order if you want help. Are you looking at Firestorm, Two-Face, and Solomon Grundy?
That's it. Yep, that's the one.
Okay.
I was like, I think that's...
I'm cheating. Mine are labeled.
Great. I'm like, I think that's Firestorm, but because he's all yellow up top, it really threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
But yeah, then Two-Face and Solomon Grundy. And then the next set was Aquaman, Black Manta, and Batman in a mech suit. Is that what it's labeled as? Mech Batman or something?
Which one? Is this?
It's Aquaman, Black Manta, and then Batman in a black.
Yeah, it says
mech
Batman
suit.
Robot. I'll send this to you to see if it helps.
All right.
But yeah, it just says Batman Robot.
Then there was one that is Batman, again, mostly traditional Batman, but this one has a Batarang with the Riddler and a Plastic Man who is a car, which is awesome.
I would have never got that unless it was labeled. That's really cool, though.
Yeah, that's so fun.
It's obvious once you know it.
Exactly. Yeah. Then there is Batmite, Joker, and the Joker Mobile.
Really fun to incorporate Batmite in that one.
It's so good. I mean, here's the thing. The Batmite episodes of Brave and the Bold are the best episodes of the Brave and the Bold. They're so freaking good. Anyway, then there was Batman, Sportsmaster, and the Flash. Then there was Batman, but this is Batman, the black costume with Robin, but it's more like the Earth 2 Robin.
Yeah, it's like the pre-crisis Earth 2 Robin. So I don't know where that Batman is from the show. I don't remember ever seeing a black Batman. I mean, I'm sure there were plenty of instances with, variants and everything like that, but I don't remember him showing up on the show very much. I do remember Earth 2 Robin on the show a lot.
Yeah. And then Gorilla Grodd.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, there was Spectre, Gentleman Ghost, and a red car. Does it say what the red car is? Because I can't make it out.
Haunted Coach.
Oh, well, great. Is that Gentleman Ghost's car? Does he have one? I guess
so. Gentleman Ghost is the one that showed up in Cape Crusader, right?
Yeah, I love Gentleman Ghost. I think he's cool as hell. Yeah, the red car. I don't know if Gentleman Ghost has his own mobile, but maybe he does. Do you know who would know? Jay Yoss. Jay, if you're listening, let me know. So anyway, yeah, 24 figures, and if you collect them all, I mean, you got a whole freaking universe in your hand. And they're well sculpted. They're colorful. They're fun. Yeah, I love these. Again, I had a handful of them. I'm pretty sure I had the Batman Sportsmaster Flash set. And maybe the Robin Gorilla Grodd Batman. Those are the ones that are ringing a bell. But I did not go dig through my boxes to find these tonight, so I'm going by memory.
Well, we're 12 years removed from this, and if they released these today, they'd still be a fun set regardless of the show. I think they're just a fun
hell
DC
yeah.
characters. I mean, they're just, especially for kids too. Like, the show was obviously perfect for kids at the time, but we don't get enough stuff like this anymore with McDonald's. I mean, Wendy's is doing something right now, totally kind of related, but Wendy's is doing a DC Comics toy line right now, where they did over the summer.
They did,
Yeah.
yes. But when my Wendy's stinks, because every time I've tried to go, they always give me something that is not that, and I'm like, what the hell is it? Like, they give me some weird like kids book or something. Like, and I'm like, so like they're never on it with the promotions. So
they were cool, but they were all like one tone.
Yeah,
like
they were monochromatic. They were kind of like the old like muscle figures from the 80s. You remember those, or are you too young?
Not really. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Google it when you get a chance. Muscle figures. Anybody who's listening from the 80s, you would know it. Anyway, the Batman, the Brave, and the Bold sets. Yeah, all 24 of them. Like, I'm looking at them. They're so damn cool that you know what's happening. I'm getting that itch.
Your eBay is way too close, right?
I'm getting that eBay itch, which is never a good thing. But
this is where I wish this stuff was around now. Now that I have an excuse to go with the kids.
Yes,
it came out a little too early.
Like, I had a blast when McDonald's had the Sonic toys, because they were awesome, and Harley loved Sonic, so it was a great excuse to constantly go. And yeah, now we've got, it's like I give them to her, but I just love seeing her play with them. They're awesome. Anyway, I should have asked you this for Beware the Batman, so let's back up for a second, just real quick.
Okay.
Of the 6 Beware the Batman toys, if I had one for you, which one would you want? What's the winner?
Oh, that's tough. I think my first reaction was the Batmobile, but if you get the Batcycle, you get Batman and the Batcycle, and it's different. I'll go with that. I'll go with the Batcycle.
Great. All right, it's a good call. I think, yeah, you're right. It is tough. I think for Beware the Batman, I think I would go with like the Fighting Batman, just because it's like a great one note encapsulation of this show that you can put on the shelf, and that's your Beware the Batman representation.
Very distinctive bat suit and bat design. Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, cool. So anyway, back to Brave and the Bold, the minifigure collection. These are awesome. And again, I just loved the breadth and the variety of figures that they did. Anybody, I'm going to post some photos with this episode, but of course you can Google it. But yeah, these are so cool. But that same question. I've got these in front of you. You get to pick one set. Which one are you going with?
Now, I wish we could mix and match, because I want the Robin.
Yeah, I know.
But I would have to go Batman, Penguin, and the Batmobile, because I think that's the best Batman set.
It's super classic. Yep. Can't go wrong with that. You're right. Mixing and matching would be ideal.
That'd be cheating, though. I think it's more fun to do it this way.
Yeah. I think I would go with Batman, Riddler, Plastic Man.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Batman or Batmite, Joker, and yeah, because Riddler. I got you.
Riddler. Yeah. And also the Batman is great because he's got the Batarang.
Yep, traditional.
And then Plastic Man as a car is random and awesome. So I think that's what I'd go with. Although
that's more
now
perfect for the show.
Yeah, and now we're like mid-September. Part of me wants the spooky set of Spectre, Gentleman, Ghost, and what did you call it? The spooky car or something?
It's called the Haunted Coach.
The Haunted Coach.
I will say it's weird there's no Blue Beetle. He was so big on the show.
Yeah. Well, funny you should mention that.
Oh, I didn't even look.
So why don't we back it up a year and look at the 2010 set?
Check it out. It's a Batarang. Sweet.
Get a taste of an awesome team. McDonald's and Batman. There's a Batman, the Brave and the Bold toy in your McDonald's Happy Meal.
So the 2010 set was, again, it was more of the larger traditional figures that you would expect out of a Happy Meal. Again, it's 8 of them. And so here you got Blue Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got Batman. You've got Aquaman. And Aquaman has a giant ball of water that he throws.
Yes. I'm looking at that now. That's great.
I have that one. You have the Batmobile. You have the Black Manta vehicle. I don't know what you call it, but it kind of looks like a tripod from War of the Worlds, but it's the Black Manta one, and it has a missile that shoots.
Yeah, it looks almost like Mr. Freeze from the new Batman Adventures.
Oh yeah. You've got a Joker. You have a Plastic Man with a giant hand and a giant like mallet that he has turned his hand into. I had that one too. So yeah, of this one, I think I had Batman, Aquaman, Plastic Man. Those are the ones that are ringing a bell. Green Arrow with an arrow that shoots, and then the Batmobile. So yeah, this is a great just action figure set, and a nice variety of the more featured players. Because if you watch Brave and the Bold, yes, they ran the gamut of characters, but you're right. He teamed up with Blue Beetle a lot. He teamed up with Aquaman a lot. And I feel like there was quite a bit of Green Arrow and Plastic Man as well. So I understand why those were the ones that are in this set.
Yeah.
And then the Joker's the Joker, of course. The Batmobile is the Batmobile. The Black Manta Mobile is for me, the most random one. Because I don't remember seeing that a lot.
And why not just have Black Manta?
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you think of these?
So I like that these are way more, I mean, they're bigger figures, so they're going to be more detailed, but like the Batman looks so good with the colors and everything, much more detail on the gauntlets and everything, where I think the other ones were mostly gray, where this one has like the blue gauntlets. And these, again, I wish we still had these. These are so fun. And I do like that they did different characters, which it is kind of random though too. What would you say these were 2 years apart? It was 2011.
1 year.
Oh,
so this one was 2010, and then the minifigs was 2011.
It is weird that they did such different. Like, why didn't they include Green Arrow or Blue Beetle in the other 3-packs?
I agree. It's very odd. No idea.
But
because they had Aquaman.
Yeah, they had Aquaman. They had a Plastic Man car. Mm-hmm. Joker, obviously, but Black Manta still not around other than this vehicle.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but whatever decisions they made, hey, we got the Batmobile still. Really fun. I like the Batmobile for Brave and the Bold. I always wished it was blue, but I'll take the head on the front.
I agree. I love the design. I wish the highlights were blue instead of red. For me, and this goes back to 66. For me, red and Batman don't mix. I never love red stuff with Batman.
And this is probably red because of 66.
Oh, I think it was a very deliberate choice. Yeah. And also when this came out, I think it had been a really long time since that had been true. And it was a way to make it stand out. Mm-hmm. But you're right. I think it's a really cool Batmobile. And what you cannot see in the picture, but because I had it, is the Batman actually throws batarangs.
Oh, nice.
He doesn't throw them well, FYI.
How well does Aquaman throw the water?
Not bad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, Batman came with 3 little paper batarangs that you could put in his hand. That's why if you look at it, his right hand is up in a weird way. Because you stuck the batarang in it, and then you could pull his hand back, and there was a spring, and it would pop forward and throw the batarang.
Oh, cool.
So it's funny. It's interesting how like some of them have like action features and others do not. Like, I don't think Blue Beetle did anything. It's just a Blue Beetle figure. I don't think Joker did anything. Maybe he did. But yeah, like the other ones did. So
yeah, I imagine, like, do you think Plastic Man like did the arms spin or anything?
No, but you could pose them. They were posable.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, these are really cool. Quite the collection. And yeah, a probably more accurate representation of the bigger stars of the show. But same question. I got these in front of you. Which one are you taking home?
I think just because I would like to switch it up a little bit, I might take Green Arrow home because he wasn't included in the other set, and I think it's really cool that he shoots the arrow.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Like you want to say Batman because Batman, and if you're just gonna get one, that's probably the one. But to your point, it's a Blue Beetle Happy Meal toy. There's a Blue Beetle Happy like that's so fun and random that that's the one I kind of lean towards. I think that's cool. So yeah, these are rad. I love them, and yeah, I know they're in a box in my closet right now. Literally. So yeah, so that's 2010, 2011, Batman, the Brave and the Bold.
All right, so I have a question for you before we move on to the next one.
Sure.
I was looking at, every time I typed in Happy Meal for McDonald's or for Batman, it came up Lego Batman. But they didn't do toys. They did these weird things. Did you see these? Do you remember
They
these?
did. They came up when I was searching as well, because I was just looking for, let's decide which Happy Meals we want to do, and I realized that there was Lego Batman Happy Meal, but that one I completely missed when it came out, and yeah, especially because I feel like the toys, they weren't, like you said, they weren't like figures. They were.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we didn't miss it, or I missed it or something, because it doesn't look like there were toys. It looks like they did these weird, like cardboard standee things or something, and then there was like
yeah
cup wraparounds. I don't know, it's weird, but I just wanted to mention it before we skip it completely, because it is cool that they at least did a tie-in for that. But I wish they would have done some toys or something.
I know. Yeah, that's what's funny is. Now that we're talking about it, I vaguely remember that it was a thing, but I remember even then going, "Oh, I should go to McDonald's and get the Batman Happy Meal." And then I saw what the prizes were, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want any of that." Like, how hard is it to just do Lego minifigs of 8 of the characters from the movie?
And I wonder if that's a licensing thing where they're not allowed to.
Maybe, yeah, because
Lego.
But
these cup things, I can't even figure out what they are. This would be like I have to watch a video on them or something, because I don't even know what's going on with these cups.
Right. Yeah. Like, cool that it existed, but very disappointing in what they were giving away.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to do something different, but not what we were looking for, probably.
Yep, for sure. All right. Well, let's jump back to 1993. But as we were chatting before we recorded, you would think there would be a Happy Meal in 1995, wouldn't you?
I was surprised that it never occurred to me.
It occurred to me because it is weird. Because one of the most beloved fast food promotions of all time were the Batman Forever Gotham Glassware Collection from McDonald's. Like, seriously, people still love it constantly. People talk about it all the time.
Non-Batman fans, I feel, know about those cups.
A week doesn't go by when I don't see some nostalgia bait online that is just the Batman Forever glasses. They are still beloved this many years later. But what's crazy is when that promotion was happening, they did not have a Batman Forever Happy Meal. They just had the glasses. They had the sandwich. They had the Batman Forever meal. They did not have Happy Meals. And I've got to imagine the reason why was because of Batman Returns.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of, is it has to be the repercussions of Batman Returns, where they're like, we can do a promo, but let's not gear it towards kids. Let's do coffee cups.
Right. Let's do it. Let's do it for the grown-ups, quote unquote. And so we don't get nicked again for the Happy Meals.
Because mom and dad couldn't wait to drink out of those Batman cups when I was a kid.
Damn right. No, listen, last night I made a cup of chocolate milk in one of my Batman Forever McDonald's cups. So every single day. But yeah, it's crazy, you would think, but no. I mean, and even in 97 with Batman and Robin, the fast food promotion went back to Taco Bell. But even then, their kids meal, they did do a Batman kids meal for Batman and Robin, but it was not based on the movie. All of the designs were from the animated series.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even look at that. Never
so
came up for me.
I have one of those, and it is Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy standing back to back, but they're the animated series versions. But it was from the Taco Bell Kids Meal in 97. So yeah, thanks to Batman Returns, which we might talk about in a second. They're like, okay, we don't want people getting mad. Let's not put it in the Happy Meal. And even Taco Bell's like, well, there's a Batman Happy Meal, but now we've got plausible deniability because it's based on the cartoon.
And they brought back the cups too, right? For Batman and Robin, Taco Bell.
Batman and Robin had, like the big 32 ounce.
Yeah, like the I always say like the 7-Eleven cups, like the Sophie cups, like those types of cups. Yeah.
Yes, and like one of my Batman prized possessions is I have all of those cups in an original Taco Bell display case. and it's so cool. I paid way too much for it.
As
But
you do.
but it like popped up on eBay. I was like, that is so damn cool. And the cups are pristine and it's in the cool display. And I was like, F it. What's the use of making the money if you can't enjoy spending it?
Now,
So,
do you have it displayed?
oh yeah, it's right here
Okay.
next to me. It's on my shelf. It's like I've gathered more Batman and Robin stuff over the years, but that's like the centerpiece or the whole crown jewel of the collection.
Yeah.
No, it's super cool.
And I did eBay the Forever Cups. I had them for years, and I don't remember what happened to them. We probably threw them out when I got older or something. As sad as that is, and they were. But
How dare you?
I know. I eBayed a great set though, and I've never used them. I have them displayed. I actually put like little LED lights in them and stuff, and they were really cool looking, different themed lights for each character. Really fun to just have them displayed though. They're such a cool piece.
Joe, my friend, I am telling you, with God as my witness, you could use them every day and they will stay in perfect condition.
It's amazing. You can use a plastic cup like twice nowadays and it fades, and those things don't even
They are
in
built.
the dishwasher too, right?
Yes, they
That's
are
insane.
built from the most sturdy. I don't think it's actually glass. I think it's transparent diamond. They will never, ever dull. They will never break.
Well, it can't be
made-
glass because it holds coffee. So I don't know what the hell it is. It's like Pyrex.
I don't know what it is, but it will be here long after we're gone, Joe.
It's insane. It is madness that those things are, and they were like what, $5?
What? No, they were $1.99, I think.
Oh, that's nuts.
They were dirt cheap.
It was a great time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the tangent, but hey, it's McDonald's.
It's hard not to talk about the Batman cups at any point when you're talking about this stuff.
Yeah, whenever you're talking about fast food, right? But here's the thing. The story. You remember my pals Jamie Magoo and Brian Crosby, who I used to do.
Oh, absolutely. Batman Universe.
Batman Universe.
Yep.
We still text about Batman stuff, on occasion. And Jamie texted that he had just gotten some of those. And I think it was like a gift from like his mother-in-law or something. And he goes, "Oh, look what my mother-in-law scored me at a secondhand store, and it's in perfect condition." And I was like, I don't want to burst your bubble. They're all in perfect condition. They don't age. They will be here forever. And he's like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have a set. I use them daily. They look like I walked out of McDonald's yesterday with them. They're amazing." Anyway, but I love that he got them too. So, point is, no Happy Meal for Batman Forever. Only a quasi kids meal at Taco Bell for Batman and Robin. But in 1993, there was another Batman Happy Meal, and it was for Batman, the animated series.
Batman, Joker's turned up at the Gotham McDonald's.
On my way. Robin, meet me at the Gotham City McDonald's.
Right, Catwoman's been sighted there.
They're ours now.
Just imagine Batman's surprise when he finds out everyone's talking about the Batman Happy Meal toys at McDonald's. One of 8 exciting action toys or vehicles with each $1.99 Happy Meal you buy your kids. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Why have they been in there so long?
They're probably just toying with us, Robin.
Well, the first thing, and we're not really talking about the commercials here, but mostly because the first 2 commercials for Brave and the Bold and for Beware the Batman, they kind of suck, if I'm being honest.
Mm-hmm.
They're not great. They're not great commercials.
No, they're not. They're not fun.
The Batman the Animated Series Happy Meal commercial is a work of art. It's amazing because it's original animation of them going to McDonald's, and it's so damn cool. And this one is another collection of 8. It's the magic number. And this one, you got 4 human figures and then 4 characters in vehicles. So there was Batman, Batgirl, the Riddler, and Catwoman, all that were, again, more kind of traditional action figures. And then the 4 vehicles were Robin on his little, it's not quite the Redbird, it's kind of like a little Robin cycle. The Joker in the Joker-mobile, the Two-Face in his Two-Face car, and then Poison Ivy in her little praying mantis, or not praying mantis. What is the flytrap? Venus flytrap. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. The Venus flytrap car. So I like the variety here. Like 4 action figures and then 4 vehicles. They probably were like, we can't decide. Should we do vehicles? Should we just do figures? And it's like, why not do both? Let's split the difference. But super cool. This one I think is pretty iconic. The sad thing is I don't own any of these. And it's because of 1993. I was that age where I was, as a teenager, I certainly wasn't paying attention to Happy Meals as much as I was paying attention to the show. So this one missed me in real time, and I don't have any of these, but these are pretty rad.
Well, this is the plus to our age gap is this hit me.
Good.
I had all of these.
That's awesome.
And
I love
I
that.
still have them.
Oh my God. That's so you sent me a picture that you actually dug them up tonight, which
The only one I don't have is Poison Ivy, sadly.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I don't have the vehicles. I have Robin and that's it. And then I have the other 4. Yeah, I didn't realize about all the vehicles. So
yeah.
Me.
Well,
probably because I was a kid and just wanted the figures. I remember Two-Face's vehicle. I had to have had it, and I probably lost a couple of them. But because I had like multiple, you can tell how much we went to McDonald's when I was that age. I had like 3 Catwoman, 3 Batman, 2 Riddlers.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you still have them?
I do.
Are they still in good shape? You can send them to me. I don't have any of these.
Oh yeah, I can send them to you.
I need more plastic Batman.
The Batman, I don't have the capes. I don't have the capes for Batman.
Sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that the variety is cool. If I were a kid, if I were to put myself in my kid brain back when this came out, I would be like you. I would just want the figures because it's all about the action figures. Now, older and wiser and nostalgic for silly Happy Meal toys, the cars or the vehicles, they feel so vintage Happy Meal that I completely love them now. Because that was like such an old school Happy Meal thing in the 80s and 90s of like, cartoon characters in little cars that you can wheel around. Like I remember like they had the Muppet Babies version and they like the Fraggle Rocks version. And they had all these versions of little cartoon characters in their vehicles.
Well, the Robin vehicle is really cool. It's just a shame we didn't get a Robin standalone figure too.
Yeah. That's the other thing is like, I would have wanted all 8 of these characters in figures because as a kid, you would want them all to play with. I mean, you essentially get all the main characters, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are great. Catwoman comes with a tiger, which is pretty cool too.
I do not have the tiger then. I don't know what happened to that.
Yeah, it's like a big yellow tiger that came with her.
I'm watching the commercial now and it's pretty insane.
Isn't it awesome? Like, I don't want to talk about it too much because I feel like I still might want to save it for one of our commercial episodes someday in the future. But man, it's a great one.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the days. But yeah, these are terrific. They're so cool. I mean, 1993. So it was like when Batman the Animated Series, when it was in its ultimate prime. And I did find a photo here that was the in-restaurant display that had all the toys attached to it. And on there is a little sign that says coming December of 93, Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the animated movie.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that now.
Really so how cool was that like, this was made probably a month or two before that they were promoting Mask of the Phantasm too.
Very cool. Yeah. And it's a little bit of redemption after Batman Returns with the, not wanting to sell that stuff to the kids. This one was probably a little safer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You can get away with this one. But yeah, these are awesome. So, all right, what's the winner of these?
Oh, that's tough.
It is. It really is.
Honestly, I'll go with Batgirl for this one because it's a really fun figure. You don't get a lot of Batgirl, and it's a pretty dead-on, accurate look at Batgirl from the animated series.
Yeah.
Honestly, all of these figures are really accurate. Like we didn't even get official figures that were this accurate most of the time.
I know, right? Like, yeah, no, these are great. I don't think there's a wrong answer because they're all great. The
Robin cycle is pretty fun.
Yeah, Robin. I think I'm gonna go with Joker on this one. I love a good Joker mobile. I love a Joker driving a Joker mobile, and I love the big old Joker face on the front. Yeah,
it pops out, right? It pops out when you hit the wall or something.
And plus, it's Mark Hamill's Joker, which is iconic. So Yeah, I feel like the Joker is my pick on this one. So cool.
Definitely a good pick.
I want to say, and I could be wrong. Do you have the Two-Face vehicle?
I did, but I don't know where it is anymore. But I want to say, did it flip over or something?
Okay, that's what I was about to say.
I thought that's where you were going, but yeah,
Yes.
I feel like it flipped over somehow.
I thought it flipped over
So
because
you could
that's
use it-
Two-Face. Yeah.
Because it was dark on the bottom, right?
I feel like it was white on one side, black on the other, and you flipped it, and the little figure would like flip over, and yeah, you could do it that way.
I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of the black side up. I'm only seeing the white side up. Oh, okay. So it looks like it flips in the middle. It's because when you flip it over,
okay,
the middle is still white. So the figure stays. It flips like sideways.
Interesting.
The actual like thing pivots.
So yeah, like what's the cool thing about the cars too is that they all had little action features. So like Two-Face flipped over, like you said. I think the Joker's head did something. I think with the Robin, you pulled it back, and then it went.
I was playing with it earlier, so that's
Awesome.
what Robin does. That's the one that I still have, and
That's great.
It actually still worked a little bit. It was hard on the carpet, and then it slid a little bit on the hardwood, so I couldn't find the right surface.
And then Poison Ivy, the little Venus flytrap opens and closes as you put. So yeah, Batman the Animated Series Happy Meal. These are so cool. Back in 1993. I wish I'd got them then, but you know what? Christmas isn't far off. I always like to leave little hints on the podcast because my wife is really good and picks up on them.
I would gladly send you my extras, but I'm sure you can find better quality ones on eBay because mine are beat to hell.
No,
and they've been played with numerous children over the years.
I love that, but I love that you played with them and they've been loved and played with over the years. That makes me happy.
They've been in my parents' playroom since I was a kid, and my mom used to babysit children as her job. So like those kids have played with it. I've played with it. My friends have played with it. And then it went from there to now my niece and nephew played with them when they were little. And now my kids are playing with them. So like it's gone through the ages. That's for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. They were loved, and if Toy Story is to be believed, then that means they were very happy in their lives. No, very cool. All right. Well, then we're going to jump back 1 year to the infamous 1992 Batman Returns Happy Meals.
We were just going to McDonald's. How can we be this lost?
We're not lost here. We're in
Look, the Batmobile!
Gotham City.
Follow it, Dad!
Now you can find the Batman Hamburger Happy Meal at McDonald's for an amazing $1.99. You get Catwoman, Batman's launching Batmobile, or the Penguin. One toy with each Happy Meal you buy your kids.
What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
And you thought we were lost.
Yeah, I told you it was coming, and that's why I wanted to save this one for last, because A, it's Batman Returns. B, these toys are awesome. We're going to talk about them in a second. And C, just the crazy fallout that happened because of these, which again is why I truly believe that they didn't bother doing it for forever. So what you got here is you got 4 vehicles, and you got the Batmobile, but they all have little action features. The Batmobile, you pressed a button on the top, and the front half would shoot off like the Bat missile in the film. You had the Bat ski boat, but it has Batman's little head poking out of it, and you would push down his head, and it would go forward. You have Catwoman in her Catmobile, which is not in the film, but I kind of wish it was because I really love it. With a little cat head on the front, and it's purple, but as you would push it along, there was a tail in the back that would wag. And then finally, you had the Penguin in kind of the duck, but also kind of a penguin. It was interesting. It's obviously inspired by the duck from the film, but they put a penguin head on the back instead. But as you pushed it forward, there was an umbrella in the front that would spin. I have all 4 of these. These are all proudly displayed right behind me as well. Like some of these I keep out. These are ones that I keep out because I freaking love them. I think that they're so good. They're so well done. They're well designed. I love all their little action features. The ad for the Batman Returns Happy Meal is beautiful. The one that's like artwork, I will post it with the episode, but it's so cool. And And so, yeah, like controversy aside of parents being like, you can't market a movie this dark to my kids and put it in the Happy Meal. I don't care. These Happy Meal toys rock.
I loved these toys. I definitely had all 4 of these. And what is the one thing that stands out to you about these toys that we would never get today?
Oh.
As far as quality.
Oh.
I mean, remember? Or you have them still.
I have them. Yeah, so I don't know what you mean, but I have them.
The Batman, the ski boat one, and the Batmobile are die-cast. They are not plastic.
Oh. I need to go back and grab them off my shelf and check. I don't remember that, but that is awesome.
So the Catwoman and the Penguin are definitely plastic.
Yeah.
But the Batmobile, and I don't have the Batmobile anymore, but the ski boat one, it might not be all metal, but it's not plastic for the most part.
Wow.
Probably a cheaper metal, but the Batmobile I remember being heavy.
Okay. All right. Take 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab it off the shelf because now.
Yeah, and if I'm wrong, you have to correct me too.
Okay. Yeah. I don't want to get no emails. I'll be right back.
All right.
Just keep talking, so I don't have to edit this out.
But yeah, I absolutely love these figures. The Catwoman one is the one that I remember the most because of the tail wagging. But I still have the ski boat one. The head goes down, but it doesn't move.
All right, I got some toys here, man. I gotta tell you, they're all plastic.
Are they?
They're plastic. Yeah. They're awesome, but they are plastic.
I thought they were heavier duty than just regular plastic.
I think maybe that's a Mandela effect. Is like you love them so much that in your brain they were these really expensive, amazing things. But
that's hilarious.
Okay. I'm glad you inspired me to go pull them off the shelf because it's so
even
much more
worse
fun to talk about them this way.
Is the Mandela effect changed my perception when they're right in front of me? Because I was literally playing with the stupid ski boat one today.
Today?
Like, yes. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, this thing is in great shape. It's great quality. I did not think it was plastic. Like I said, it could have been like cheaper, or heavier duty plastic, but I could have sworn there's like screws on the bottom of it and it looked a little heavier, but I could be wrong.
Oh, well, I want you to go check yours. Maybe you just happened, where you live, they put out metal ones, but the ones I got are plastic.
I would highly doubt it. All right. So I'm glad we at least solved that on here because people would be buying these things on eBay and be like, what the hell is that guy talking about?
Joe promised me metal, you sons of bitches. That's why when you were like, what would we never get today? I'm like, I don't know. Batman Returns figures, which is untrue because we're getting more almost immediately, which is exciting.
Now, does your Batman Return? I mean, does your ski boat one? Does it actually move? The head just pops right back up and doesn't do anything.
Oh no, mine zooms.
Okay, yeah. Mine was broken. So
mine are all in beautiful shape. They're a little dusty because shelves, but they are all fully functional and in beautiful shape, and I freaking love them. So,
and I can't remember, are these yours original or did you eBay these after the fact?
I'm fairly certain I eBayed them after the fact. Okay. I think
I know you had them, but I didn't know if these are still those.
I think I still have the originals in a box somewhere, but I didn't get all 4 back in the day. I think back in the day I only had the Batmobile and Catwoman.
Okay.
And then sometime in my adult life I needed a quick little hit of happiness, and so I went on eBay and bought a nice brand new set, and I regret nothing because they're so cool.
The Catwoman one was always my favorite because I don't know, something about that tail wagon. I always remembered that as a kid.
It's so cute,
and it's just so I guess because it's random because it wasn't in the show. But I used to probably think this was like an animated series thing or something when I was a kid. I probably didn't even put 2 and 2 together that it's from the movie.
Yeah, but no, these are so good.
I mean, I was only 7 when this came out, 6 or 7.
Wow.
Yeah.
But interesting that they took the duck from the movie and made it more of a penguin. Mm-hmm. But that's okay because very soon they're releasing a nice big expensive duck for me. I've since been paid off with my duck love because I have the Funko duck. And then the McFarlane set goes on sale tomorrow.
Ooh.
So tomorrow Andy's going to spend some money, but I'm not upset about it. They're so cool. So I've been waiting for them to finally put up the pre-sale for the Batman Returns line, and they finally did. And that's tomorrow as of this recording. So super psyched about that too.
Did you ever get the NECA figures for Batman Returns? The tall ones? The like
No.
okay.
They were on my wish list for years. They're so cool. They're beautiful. They're big and
They're too big
inconvenient.
almost.
Yeah.
Even because they're so actually like considering, I mean, this was probably what 10 years ago when they were first released, they were $100. And at the time it was like, oh, $100 for that. Like, I don't know. But considering what you were getting for $100 and with now today's prices, I mean, it's almost like a steal at this point. But
yeah,
you're right.
$100 is a good deal for what they are, but yeah, they're too big. So I did buy the NECA Batman 89 Batman.
Okay.
So I do have him, but I had him out for a while, but he's kind of cumbersome and he doesn't stand up great and he's beautiful, but he's just not convenient. So he's in the box. He's back in the box. And that's why as much as I wanted Penguin, and I think they did a Catwoman too, I was like, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
But that was always like, I'm like, especially at the time when I bought it, they had just done a Hot Toys. And at that time, Hot Toys was like way out of my price range. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, this is my I can't afford the Hot Toys version. But I can afford the NECA version. So I did that and I don't regret it. But again, I just wish he stood up better so I could have him out more. But anyway.
Yeah, and the Hot Toys scale to me is a little bit more manageable. That's what stinks, and that's why I love the McFarlane 12-inch that they do. Once in a while, because they're dirt cheap in comparison, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're great. So anyway, the Batman Returns Happy Meal again. I don't want to rehash the drama, but if you're listening to this, you probably already know about it. But all drama and controversy aside, I'm glad it happened anyway, because these are some of my favorite Happy Meal toys ever.
Yeah, agreed.
So you kind of said Catwoman's your favorite. Is that or not so much anymore now that you're older?
It's the one that I remember the most because it is kind of so random. I mean, the Batman ski boat one is really funny. I don't know why. I just always if I had to pick one right now for nostalgia purposes, probably the Catwoman.
Okay.
But I think the best one, I do like the Batman one with the ski boat because it's just weird.
Yeah.
With his head popping out of the thing like that.
I know. They're all great, honestly, truly. I think the probably the coolest and the most traditionally cool is the Batmobile.
Yeah.
Because it's the freaking Batmobile. It launches and it's awesome. But you're right. The Bat ski boat, like that vehicle is so unique anyway. And then to get like a Happy Meal version of it with Batman's little head sticking out, that is super fun. So, all right. Well, the Batman Returns Happy Meal 1992. The story goes that they pulled them.
I didn't know that.
I have no memory of them being pulled. My memory is they were readily available. So I don't know if that is like a, 30 plus years of internet exaggeration. I don't know, but at least where I lived in Illinois, I had no problem finding the Batman Returns Happy Meals. So I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, I mean, I had multiple versions of these. It wasn't like I ran to the store to make sure I got all four. I'm pretty sure I still even have two of the Bat Ski Boat one. Yeah, and I'm looking at the picture I sent you. I had two of the ski boats. So, and I know I had the Batmobile and the Penguin. I don't know. I definitely don't remember it being a big deal at the time. Maybe just because I was a kid and there was no internet. I wasn't even crazy about the movie when it came out, but I still loved the toys, and my parents weren't like up in arms because I watched the movie and didn't like it. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I was a teenager by then. And I do remember people going, oh, it's gross and it's dark. I remember that. But I do feel like some of the controversy was a little... I think it has been exaggerated over the years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That damn kid on...
that one clip of that damn kid.
Clip, they make it seem like that kid was everywhere and ever. Like, we never saw that kid when we were kids. We just saw him now.
Right. So it's just like, anyway, the story is, parents were mad at McDonald's because of the Happy Meals. And I'm sure that's true. But also I feel like McDonald's was fine and it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yep. Batman Returns Happy Meals. So cool. Love them. I mean, Batman Returns did it all because not only did they have the Happy Meals, they also had the collector cups.
I had
Plus,
cups, yeah.
plus, they had like the Batman Returns fry containers and everything. So
I want those back.
They had something for the grown-ups and the kids.
Yeah, it was everything that summer for those figures. I mean,
Yep.
for those Happy Meals.
Yep. And
I wish those cups lasted as well as the damn Batman Forever cups.
I have a set of those that are pristine as
That's
well.
good. You could not wash those. I mean, they lasted
no.
a few washes. I mean, we used to put everything in the dishwasher, and they did last a few times, but not.
No, like those I would not use. But I have like a perfect set. They are not in a beautiful case, but I have a perfect set because I needed them because the artwork on those cups is just so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all right. Batman Returns Happy Meals in 1992, and there you go. There's quite a few fun Batman Happy Meals over the years. You had Returns in 92. We had Batman the Animated Series in 93. We had Batman the Brave and the Bold in 2010 and 2011, and then Beware the Batman in 2013. Cool toys, good memories, and for anybody listening, eBay's is waiting for any of you who want to fill in those gaps in your Batman collection. You're welcome, and I'm sorry.
I wonder how many people that like listen to these episodes start putting their stuff up on eBay when you release these.
And maybe, or they're like, "Ooh, I know Andy's about to pay too much for this. I'm going to put mine up and charge more." Not for the ones I already have, but yeah, who knows? But anyway, super fun, and again, a random topic, but I'm glad you were down.
Oh, this was a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, there you go. In the lack of Batman news, we will always find Batman things to talk about here at Holy BatCast. It's what we do. But you guys do too. You send emails, you send questions, and I want to hear what's up with y'all. So let's check in with you, fine feathered finks, and crack open the Wayne Manor mailbox. It's time again for the Wayne Manor mailbox.
You've got mail.
Darren. What is a letter for me?
Maybe temporary.
She wrote a letter. You're one hell of a messenger.
This is all, Master Wayne.
Okay, I got an email here from Brandon. It says, "Hey, Holy BatCast. First, I want to say I love the new Superman movie. I got the popcorn bucket and I pre-ordered my Blu-ray that will be coming on September 23rd. I recently started reading comics again, and the first one I read was Batman Scarecrow Tales. As I was reading, I was thinking to myself, who would fit Scarecrow the best in the new DCU? So how about this idea? What about Benedict Cumberbatch? He looks very similar to Jonathan Crane in the comics, and I think he would do an excellent job. Thanks for the awesome show, and oh, great, you're gone now, and now I know how Commissioner Gordon feels. We're back. Thanks, Brandon, and I'm glad you liked Superman. So Benedict Cumberbatch as the Scarecrow. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I could see that. I don't know if he'd be down to do it, especially with all the, after he's done all those Marvel movies, he might be looking to do something else and not get into another franchise, but I'd be fine with it.
Yeah, I mean, I love him. I think he's great. I think that, yes, we're now used to seeing him be more heroic, but I think he could be a great creepy villain. So if he wanted to cross the street and come play in the DC universe, I think as Scarecrow, that would be awesome. I'd be all for it. He was a great Smaug. Next message is from Ryan. It says, "Hey guys, this is Peacemaker. It says, I haven't watched episode 3 of Peacemaker yet, but I've got a theory to throw at you. In one of the first 2 episodes, Chris's brother talked about Harcourt in that universe, and her new boyfriend is a jarhead. It's a throwaway line, but what if the new boyfriend is Rick Flag Jr.? Thinking about this, I'm going to be really disappointed if it doesn't happen. I know there hasn't been any rumblings about Kinnaman, but it would be too good not to happen. Sorry if this has already been a thing in episode 3. Ryan, well, for those of you listening,
check
Ryan,
the date on that email. He might be.
Yeah. I'll check the date, but yeah, Ryan, I'm gonna trust you. But look at you, you nailed it. I loved episode 3. I thought it was awesome, and yes, having Kinnaman back as Rick Flag Jr. was very cool. I am still surprised at how much I liked Rick Flag Jr. in the 2 Suicide Squad films. So it was nice to see him back. Sorry for the spoilers for anybody who didn't know. I'm sorry. But yeah, good call. And Joe, how you been enjoying Peacemaker?
I'm loving it. Actually, I think episode what is it, 5
Five
drops
is
as we are recording, so I might be able to hopefully I'll be able to watch that tomorrow morning, or at least over the weekend sometime, because I've been loving it. It's been a lot of fun. The Rick Flag thing, yeah, I mean, is it a spoiler? Possibly, but I think it was kind of in the title too, and it's been heavily rumored for a while.
I also thought that
We won't give context.
Right. I thought that they announced that Kinnaman was going to be in Peacemaker.
It was rumored, and obviously Kinnaman denied it, but like they kept asking him about it. They kept asking him about it, and it's like sometimes it's like, all right, I think they know what they're doing when they do that kind of stuff.
I thought we already knew it, so shows what I know. That's how much I've been paying attention. Joe, you've done this to me twice today. Is I've been like, wait a minute, I thought this, and you're like, oh, actually, it was this. So thank you for keeping me honest. I'm like, yeah, I thought we knew that. No, we didn't. Oh, well, my bad.
Well, it's in your defense. It's because they run these articles as fact.
Yeah.
And if you don't read the corrections after the fact, you don't know. And you take them at their word, which we can't do anymore.
Right. Well, yeah, I've been having a blast with Peacemaker as well. I thought episode 3 was really awesome. Looking forward to episode 5 tonight. So it's good. All right. Next message is from Alex De Silva. It says, hey guys, quick question.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, I wish Jamie was here. Not that I don't love you, Joe, but you'll know why in a second. Which villain is the bigger pop culture icon? Heath Ledger's Joker or Josh Brolin's Thanos? Live long and prosper, Alex. Do you want to take this one first, Joe, or you want me to take it?
What was it? Pop culture icon?
The bigger pop culture icon, Ledger's Joker or Brolin's Thanos?
I don't know if people are going to like this answer, but I feel like we've already stopped talking about Thanos, and we will be talking about Joker for a long time.
I am with you. I think it's actually not that hard a question. Of course it's Ledger's Joker. Like, and no tea, no shade to Thanos, but like Heath Ledger's Joker like transcends the movie. I mean, every Halloween you still see them everywhere. I've never seen a Thanos, right? I'm sure there's been some, but like Heath Ledger's Joker was a pop culture phenomenon after that film, and it keeps going to this day. Like it is one of the iconic villain performances in film. Mm-hmm. And Brolin's Thanos is good in those movies, but like you don't see people doing Thanos impressions. You rarely see a Thanos cosplay. You don't see him at Halloween. You don't hear people really quoting Thanos. The most you'll see is every once in a while you'll see a meme that's like Thanos was right. But like people still say, you know, why so serious? And they still quote Ledger's Joker. It's just, I just think it's an Endgame. I know you're going to say, but Endgame is the biggest movie of all time. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's not the biggest of all time because of Thanos.
Well, it's also, that goes back to the box office wars, where it's like, just because something makes that much money at that moment doesn't mean it's going to live on like another movie. You know, movies have to last because of something bigger than just in the moment. And again, I love those movies. I do. I'm a defender of Endgame. I think Infinity War is more Thanos' story. I mean, I've seen that argument is that it's literally Thanos' movie. It's his story. Mm-hmm. He's the protagonist, if you will, of that movie. I don't know if that's actually the right way of putting it, but you know what I mean.
No,
like
I get
it's
that.
Like his perspective.
Sure.
But I don't think that makes him as big of an icon as Heath Ledger's Joker. I think it's just, it was the right time and the right moment for the right movie. But I also just think we're kind of seeing how Marvel is fizzing out a little bit from that moment. And again, I'm not slighting those movies that happen because I do enjoy them, but I just think the Heath Ledger Joker's on another level.
It is. And again, like people still love Infinity War and Endgame. So it's not even about the movies, but it's like people love those movies, but it's not because of Thanos, you know?
It's about the culmination of all those movies.
Right.
not
It's the
Thanos.
culmination. It's everyone else. It's, it's the death of Tony Stark, right? It's all that stuff.
Yeah. Nobody talks about Thanos in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Like he's only known for, Infinity War and Endgame, but like it's not about him.
Yeah. All right. Next email is from Dill Dietz. It says, "What's up? Hope all is well. I was able to go to the Dolby AMC Batman double feature. It was my first time seeing either film in a theater, and oh my God, it blew me away. I always really liked, but not quite loved Batman 89. However, after seeing it spread its wings on the big screen, I finally get the hype. Seeing these movies in the theater only about a month or so after the very comic booky Superman hit home the fact that there really hasn't been a true comic book style Batman or Superman film since the Burton Schumacher-verse, and how refreshing it was to see James Gunn bring that approach back. In the last episode, there was a lot of talk of potential directors for The Brave and the Bold, so I thought I would throw my hat in the ring. Number 1, J.A. Bayona. The man's ability to build suspense and balance light and dark tones in a film are perfect for Batman's world. Sam Raimi, seriously, this guy knows how to stay true to the material, as well as deliver a 4-quadrant blockbuster. 3, John Krasinski. I know it's nuts, but if convinced me he can blend realism with fantasy well, and that's exactly what's needed for Batman in the DCU. Would love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for the great podcast, Dill. Thanks, Dill. Well, I like your choices. My favorite one is J.A. Bayona. I think he is terrific. He's so freaking talented, and I never thought about putting him on Batman, but I love that idea.
I think that's why I like that idea, is it's a little out of the box. I don't like when people just come up with like the obvious choice.
Yeah.
And I think J.A. Bayona is the one that made me go, I could see that.
Yeah, that could be really good.
Yeah. I'm still holding out hope that Muschietti is doing it.
Same.
I don't think he got a fair, I don't think he got a fair shake with what happened with the Flash. So I hope that didn't lose him, the Brave and the Bold.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I mean the other choices are good too, but Bayona, I'm all in. But yeah, same. I still hope it's Muschietti. If it's not, there are other great options. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. I just would love to hear about it. That would be cool, because I really want a Batman movie. Next message is from Joshua Gonzalez. It says, "Hey guys, I want to say I've watched Superman for the 10th time on Labor Day. I haven't committed to a movie this way at all. I learned that I have free will and love to try and show as much support for movies as I can. It sucks to see the movie released on digital when I wanted them to keep it in theaters for longer. The first watch was the early Amazon Prime screening, where I took 2 of my cousins, a friend, and my 2 sisters, because I'd been hyping them up how this is the Superman they needed to see. Since we're way past spoilers, my favorite line from Lex is, 'Oh, that's beautiful, but none of this matters, you patronizing clown.' For some reason, the way Nicholas Hoult delivers the line feels incredibly unhinged, hilarious, and reminds me of how Ghostface goes on a downward spiral at the end of every damn Scream movie. I'm always laughing whenever I hear it. The man knows his vocab and how to deliver it with extreme rage. Poor Lex really doesn't want to escape the I hate Superman allegations. Just imagine how Reverse Flash might be in this universe. When Gurkos was walking through the portal, the score was going all rock, and I was really enjoying the vibes so much that it felt close to the Batman theme. There's no tie-in, but it felt awesome. Once he went into the pocket dimension and screamed, 'We did it, Lex!' It felt extremely campy, and I felt like I was thrown back to the awesome classic superhero times. All those times I rewatch Superman, I'm always shedding tears, unchanged, due to the smile he gives me when he sees the footage of his parents. It's triggering how I feel about certain personal family things that I faced before and ended up resolving the same way that Clark did by the end of the film. As I might have said before, it was definitely the film I needed. There's tons of ways I could dissect the movie for various reasons. One more thing, I wanted to ask you guys if you listened to Last Sun, track 2 from the score. Do you agree that it sounds similar to the burning bush from Prince of Egypt? As soon as I heard it, I had a great waterfall beneath my eyes at work. I had to show my grandma and my mom because they both love that movie, and I was nonstop geeking over the score. P.S. We're finally getting Lex in the power suit for Man of Tomorrow. I hope you, Jamie, and Brendan are excited for this moment. I can't wait for the film. The possibilities and theories for Lex's part in the film are endless. That's all for now. Enjoy your day, Joshua." Thanks, Joshua. And hey, I'm glad you love Superman and you keep watching it and you keep finding new little parts and moments that you can get excited about, I think that is awesome.
Yeah, I can't really add to that. I mean, 10 times, good for you. I've watched it, I think, once at home since it was released. I bought it and watched it with my wife because she wasn't able to watch it in the theater. I saw it twice in the theater, and I've been waiting for the disc. The disc comes out on Tuesday, and I'm looking forward to popping that in. I'm hoping we get more special features added on Tuesday because I know they were holding back on some of those for the digital release.
Ah, okay.
Because there's supposed to be deleted scenes and a commentary.
Ooh, I have not dove into the special features yet, but
the documentary is great. It's like an hour long.
Oh, awesome! I will want to check that out. But I guess for your question, I do love the score, and Last Sun is one of my favorite tracks on the score. I did not notice the similarities to the Burning Bush from Prince of Egypt, but now I will listen for that next time I listen to the score. But yeah, that track is beautiful. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I do enjoy the score. I'm not familiar with the Prince of Egypt, so I can't really add to that. But I do love the score. The score definitely grew on me listening to it on its own, and then the more I watched the movie, I like the original stuff, and I like how they incorporated the old stuff. But I was very surprised about how much I like the original stuff. I was surprised there's as much original stuff as we got.
Yeah,
I was worried we were going to get too much of the Williams stuff, which I love, but I wanted more original stuff, and I think they did a good job of balancing it.
Yep, I agree. All right, next message is from Guri Hecht. It says, "Hey guys, longtime listener, first time emailer. I wanted to say how big a fan I am of the show. You guys got me through college and law school, just geeking out about my favorite hero. I have a lot of questions, but I'm going to hold myself to 2. Maybe you've done this, but could you rank your favorite Robins of the main 4? Dick, Tim, Jason, and Damian. Which inherently is my order of favorites. Just got into original Nightwing comics, so I'm partial. The second question is more about the beloved Superman movie. I'm going to see it for my 3rd time on Thursdays. Did you guys... I'm going to see it for my 3rd time on Thursday. Did you guys at all think that Ultraman was going to actually be Ultraman from the comics? If not, do you think Gunn would do that? Sorry for the long email. Love the show. Keep fighting the good fight. Guri Hecht." Thanks, Guri. All right. Well, the 4 Robins, Joe... rank them.
It's hard to just rank them blindly. If I'm going by comics, it would have to be Tim, Dick, and then Damian and Jason. Just because...
Jason's last.
Yeah, I think I've come to... Eric's won me over a little bit on Damian.
It's all Eric's fault.
It is his fault. I mean, I think Jason is way more compelling as Red Hood, even though I love his death. Jason's tough. It's hard to... There's a lot there with Jason, but I think as a Robin, strictly as Robin, yeah, he's last.
All right. I mean, I think we're very close. Tim is my favorite, then Dick, then Jason, then Damian. Because I've always said, like, I love Dick Grayson, but for me, I like him better as Nightwing, and I like Tim best as Robin. And then Jason and Damian, it's kind of a wash, but I don't know. I like Jason slightly better, I guess. Second question about Superman. Did we think Ultraman would be Ultraman from the comics? I didn't really think about it. I like the way they did it. I like that it was, more of what Lex was doing, and it was a cool little nod to Superman 4, and that because at the end Ultraman gets knocked into another dimension, he can become Ultraman from the comics if they want to go down that route. But yeah, I guess I didn't think much about his origins. So when they reveal where he came from, I was like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Joe, any thoughts?
I actually am with I'm sorry, I don't remember who sent the email, but I'm with him. I actually that was one of my nitpicks after watching the movie the first time, is I wanted there to be more to Ultraman, and I felt like the pocket dimension was right there. I wanted him to be like a parallel Earth's Superman. That was what I was hoping, but again, I think it goes to that whole expectations over, the actual quality of the movie. That's not the fault of the movie. That's my fault. So I went with it more on the second viewing, and it didn't bother me at all on the second viewing. I think it was just, the movie is so good that I think I wanted more from the third act, and it felt a little underwhelming because it just, I don't know. It didn't do it for me at first viewing because I think I was just too amped up with everything else going on. And then it worked much better on the second and third viewing.
I actually agree with you because same, we had our stupid fan theories about, who's under the mask.
And
I
would Lex be in the power suit and all this other stuff that we had in
yeah.
our minds of what could happen at the end of the movie that would have been amazing. It kind of just, you end up letting yourself down because you psych yourself up too much.
Yep. So no, I completely agree. I did do that with Ultraman because I wanted it to be Henry Cavill. Sorry, I did.
I knew that wasn't happening. So.
I knew that the chances were slim, but still, it would have been so good. I still think it would have been so good. But I said like a few months before the movie came out, I'm like, well, if they take off the mask and it's just David Cornsweet under there, I'll be a little disappointed. And that's exactly what it was. And when it happened, I was like, okay, fine. But like you said, you get over your own fan fiction in your head and you watch it again and you're like, okay, that's fine. It makes sense. All right, next message is from Mark Jurasevic. It says, hey, Andy, thank you for sharing your experience at the Brady Bunch house. As a big fan of the show, growing up, it was great and very nostalgic to listen to the podcast and watch the YouTube video. After that, I even went back and watched some of their variety show clips and Celebrity Family Feud episodes. It was corny, but fun to watch. What would you rank as some of your favorite episodes? Mine would be Hawaii and the Grand Canyon and the breaking of the vase. Funnily enough, over the years, many of my American friends were surprised to hear that I know who Joe Namath was, and I owe it to the Brady Bunch. Cheers, Mark. P.S. Peacemaker has been great so far, and I look forward to hearing more of your thoughts as the show progresses. So this one, more about real fans, more about my adventure in the Brady Bunch house, but thank you, Mark. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed me and Scott geeking out about it, and then the video. Brady Bunch was like such a part of our lives as kids. It was just such a magical day. As for favorite episodes, oh man, ironically, like the Hawaii and Grand Canyon ones, not as much because I like it when they're in the house and they're barely in the house in those. So I love the freaking house. I love the one where they try to scare Alice because it's like the closest thing they have to a Halloween episode where they're scaring each other and they're going to scare Alice. I love that one. I do love Mr. Personality, which is pork chops and applesauce. I love that one. I love the Cindy as Shirley Temple one, even though mostly because it's completely unhinged and that's why I like it. Some of them I like because they're good and some I like because they're bad. The real Jan Brady with the wig is hilarious. There are so many good ones, but the Thanksgiving one, I watch the Thanksgiving one every November, which is funny because it's about Thanksgiving, but it's the underground movie. I think it's season 2. I love that one. Voice of Christmas. I watch at Christmas time. Yeah. I mean, it's Brady Bunch. I love them all. I don't know if you have anything to add here, Joe. There's the age gap, so I don't know if Brady Bunch is as big a thing for you.
It was one of those that was like Nick at Night, I think, when I was a kid. So it was on once in a while, but it wasn't something that I watched like crazy. But I mean, everyone knew what the Brady Bunch was. But I didn't tell you, actually, after your episode, I threw on the pilot on Paramount Plus, I don't know, whenever that episode aired. What was that? Almost a month ago, probably by now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I watched it that weekend. I had no idea the pilot was the wedding. Had no idea that was the pilot of the show. So I had a lot of fun, like seeing like how the show actually came to be, watching that. And I put it on, and I'll probably watch. I have watched the non-Thanksgiving episode because of real fans, and I'll probably try to put more on this year because maybe this is a thing as we get older, but you know how we watch like the same stuff every year for holidays. I'm kind of trying to like switch it up a little bit because the time goes quicker as we get older, and I feel like I just watch this stuff. Like it just seems more repetitive as I get older. So I might try to add some more Brady Bunch into the mix this year for my holiday viewing, and the movie. I've never seen the is it the sequel that's the Christmas one? Or no, it's the Brady Christmas. There's a Christmas movie, and then there's Christmas episodes, correct?
So there is one Christmas episode, which we did on Real Fans a couple years ago.
And then there's the special.
Then there's a Very Brady Christmas, which was a made-for-TV movie.
Okay. My wife, I think,
so
has
fun.
had that on. Yeah,
It's
I think my
so
wife
fun.
watches that. So I'm going to try to watch that this year.
Yeah. And they never did a Halloween episode, but they did the one spooky episode, which is kind of works. And then, the Thanksgiving episode, which I love. And
So wait, the Christmas episode is the one where it's like a reunion. They all come back to the house. It's like
That's
after.
that's the very Brady Christmas movie.
Okay, that's the one that I've seen.
Yeah, it's awesome, and it's so 80s. Like they
Yeah.
they redid the house in a very 80s decor, and yeah, it's so fun.
Oh, cool.
All right. Well, next message is from Brian B. It says, "Hey guys, hope all is well. I wanted to throw in my 2 cents about Superman. Thought it was a great start, but most importantly, it was a hit with general audiences. As I learned when my friend's dad took his grandkids, and his review was, fun movie, I'd see a sequel. Some damn fine looking women in that movie." Which I will say, he was 3 for 3 on. My question is, what actor or actress do you feel would have been perfect in a DC movie but was never cast? Personally, I would say Lance Reddick as Lex Luthor, Walter Goggins, and especially Billy Drago as the Joker. Also, he could be cast, but Samuel Blanken from Alien Earth would be a perfect Riddler. Also, a spooky season here. What horror franchise were you late on that you ended up enjoying, and one that you kicked yourself for watching? I never saw the Final Destination movies before, but I loved watching them recently. R.I.P. Tony Todd. Unfortunately, I watched the Children of the Corn franchise a few years ago, and all I'll say is I still don't know who walks behind the rose. As always, thanks for the hard work, and Andy, condolences for the loss of your uncle. Thank you, Brian, and thank you for the kind words about my Uncle Jerry. My Uncle Jerry was he was my sister. He was my mom's brother. That's what I was trying to say. And so, it's a bummer. It sucks. But the dude was a fighter, and he fought longer than I think anyone else possibly could. And so, as sad as it was to say goodbye, like, man, Uncle Jerry, he fought until the end. He was fighting cancer for like the better parts of 20 years. Like just crazy. And so, like, when he went, man, he went out swinging. And so, it wasn't a shock. And I'm glad we were able to get together and see him off. Anyway, so as for casting, an actress would have been perfect, but was never cast. Well, I will say, because it's such a missed opportunity, is when they were casting Man of Steel, I wanted Joe Manganiello. And it went to Henry Cavill. In hindsight, that was the right call. Henry Cavill was great. But at the time, I didn't really know Henry Cavill. So I was bummed that Joe Manganiello didn't get it. And then they were going to cast Batman for BVS. And I was like, okay, now you can get Joe Manganiello. And then they didn't. And they got Ben Affleck. And again, in hindsight, that's fine. I loved Affleck as Batman. But I was like, damn it. And then they cast Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke. And he gets to do one freaking cameo. Yeah. So, like, Joe Manganiello, I love the dude. He would have been perfect in the universe as many different roles. And it just didn't work out for him. And that pisses me off. So that's the one that comes to mind for me. Joe, anyone come to mind for you?
The Lawrence Fishburne as Ra's al Ghul joke is too easy, so I'm going to skip that. But
classic.
Joe Manganiello's a good choice. I mean, even though he was cast, it does seem like such a missed opportunity. I mean, everyone, I hate these questions, but the one for me, the fan cast that I saw over and over again that I really couldn't argue with is Carla Gugino as Catwoman.
Oh, yeah.
Just her in anything. I mean, I will take her in anything. I know she was the voice of Kelex, but I think she can do a little bit better than that. I mean, what was it? Oh God, who plays Orm? Crap, I'm drawing on
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson was the president in Man of Steel. I think you could do multiple voices.
Oh yeah,
So you could come back and do something else. So
for sure.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen her do something in the DCU. So hopefully she can do something in the new DCU.
I mean, I've said it before, but and I liked what Momoa did, but I still think Alexander Skarsgård would have been a perfect Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think he's finally getting all too old, which is a bummer. But man, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, he freaking perfect right off the page.
Yeah, I would imagine we're probably going to get more of a traditional looking Aquaman in the new universe. It seems like they're going to try to do more traditional looking, actors and actresses. Now, again, I'm not saying I don't want to see diversity or anything like that. I'm fine with whatever they do. I love Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I thought it was great, but it just seems like James Gunn is more trying to keep it as close to the comics as possible with everything he's doing.
Yeah. And then your spooky season question. Oh, this is fun. I'm glad you enjoyed the Final Destination franchise. I just rewatched all of those the beginning of the summer because the new one was coming out, so they were all dirt cheap digitally, and I was like, yeah, I've never watched them all, and I watched them all, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Um, maybe that's the same answer. Is like I was late to that one and I enjoyed it. I feel like there's probably another answer I can give you that I just am not thinking of right now. But I can tell you the one that I watched all of and I was like, I was probably not going to do that again. And that was Paranormal Activity. I same thing, like the Paranormal Activity. It was like get all the movies for like $10, and I was like, why the hell not? I love a good franchise watch, and yeah, even the best ones of those are like not that great, and I was just not. I didn't love it. So that's all I'm thinking of off the top of my head. What about you, Joe?
As far as late to the party goes, I don't know. I mean, I didn't discover most horror franchises till I was older, but I mean, recently, I just watched Terrifier for the first time. Really not my thing. The other one I watched a couple years ago was Hellraiser. I just watched the first one and I thought it was kind of too weird.
Yeah. I never got into those.
Yeah, so I've just tried to find like the ones that like people are always talking about and raving about, but I mean, Terrifier is relatively new, so it's not like I'm that late to the party with it. It just didn't resonate with me. Obviously, Hellraiser's from the 80s. I even tried Candyman. I thought the first Candyman was fun. That's the only one I got to, though. I did the Nightmare on Elm Street rewatch when you guys covered them, I think.
Yeah, that's
which
fun.
They're fun. They're definitely fun. I mean, the Friday the 13th. I mean, there's so many that I caught really late because I just was a wuss when I was a kid. I didn't watch any horror until I was in my adult years.
Yeah.
So I could go on forever with that stuff. Final Destination, I think they're fun. I didn't find them until a few years ago, but I definitely had fun with those.
Yeah,
the new one is great. Like I actually really like the new one. I felt like this is gonna sound like such a backhanded compliment, but like the new one felt like a good movie. Like they tried something. It's still a fun, stupid movie where people die of just completely random deaths. But I felt like they tried something with that whole prologue. Like it just seemed like a different animal than the other ones.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed the rewatch of those. And the funny thing though is that it's hard to even rank them because they're all pretty much the same movie. It's the same movie 5 times, or is it 6 times now?
The only one that stands out is the one with the surprise ending that everyone knows by now. That's the only one I always say, like, which one is that?
Yeah.
That's the only one that I always like try to differentiate.
Right. But yeah, anyway, they're fun. They know what they are, and they're fun for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next message is it's our old pal Stuart from Guernsey. And he says, now that spooky season is here, I've got a spooky question for you. Which, Stuart, which Halloween continuity is your favorite? Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween 4, Halloween 5, Halloween 6, Halloween 1, 2, H2O, and a Resurrection, Halloween... and then Halloween 2018 kills and ends. In my personal opinion, every continuity starts off strong. Well, yeah, they all start off strong because they all start with Halloween.
They all start off with the same one.
They all start with the best movie ever made. What are you talking about? But in the end, none stick the landing. Yeah, preach. I even find it hard to decide my favorite. I think I'd have to go with number 2, even though I find Resurrection to be one of the worst movies in the franchise. I love the story up until the end of H2O, and I think it's a perfect ending. Anyway, looking forward to hearing your answers, and I hope you're enjoying the start of spooky season. Also, will there be another serial episode this year, Andy? I absolutely love the last 2 episodes that you and Preston did. Thanks, Stuart. Thanks, Stuart. I love that people send it to Holy BatCast because they know that's how they'll find me.
I love that on Holy BatCast we've talked about the Brady Bunch and a bunch of horror movies. This has been fun.
It's all fun. It's all good.
Hey, I don't get to talk about this stuff otherwise, so this is great.
It is great. And honestly, Stuart, I love these questions. These are great questions. So the serial episode, I absolutely want to. I have almost all the cereals for the year in my cupboard ready to go. I just hope Preston can find the time.
Is the Charlie Brown cereal back or no? It's gone.
It is not. It's not.
I know you hated that one, but I liked that one.
I didn't hate it. I just said it was fine. It was fine.
You say it's fine. You hated it. That's how the
Yeah,
internet works.
I know. I'm sorry. Okay means it's trash.
Yep.
So yes, I absolutely want to do the serial episode, and we just got to get on Preston to commit because he's mostly out of podcasting because he has a baby at home and, like life, which totally respect that. But
ridiculous.
The baby can wait for 1 hour so we can talk about spooky cereal. I have a baby too. And guess what? He's going to wait while I talk about cereal. So yes, I really, really hope so. So the Halloween continuities. So there's the Halloween through Halloween 6 continuity, the Halloween that goes to H2O and Resurrection, and then the new trilogy plus the original. Joe, what's your preference?
So again, it's weird to say I have nostalgia for the first timeline because I didn't watch those movies until like maybe 5-10 years ago. But there's something about watching those older movies that they're just fun.
Mm-hmm.
Where, and I'll be honest, H2O I think is the first Halloween movie I ever saw because that was right when I was like, it was 2000, so I was 14.
It was 98, but
98.
yes.
Okay, so I was 12 when that came out. So like it was right around the good age to like start watching stuff like that for me. But like I don't know. I don't have like an affinity for that movie, or obviously not for Resurrection. It's stupid fun. I can watch it and enjoy it. I think they all have the thing. The one thing about I'm a defender of Halloween Ends. I know most people don't like it. Is it a good capper to the trilogy? Absolutely not. I get that. There's something about the new movies that just seem very cruel where I don't enjoy watching them because they're just too serious and too dark, where I think they're the better made movies. I just don't have as much fun watching them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I get that.
Like I have a lot of trouble watching these movies. I just feel like just depressed after watching them.
Yeah.
Where I can watch them, as ridiculous as 4, 5, and 6 are, especially 6. I have a weird affinity for 6.
So do I. And so, me and Preston share that, so you can join us.
I think it's because I love this story behind it of the weird cuts, and I have a really weird thing with behind the scenes stuff, and it affecting the way I feel about movies because I just love all the ins and outs of producers and getting involved and cutting things up and watching different versions and dissecting the differences. It's really fun for me, and I think that's why I do have a weird affection for that movie. So I would have to pick the original just because if I had to watch one right now, that would be the ones I'd watch.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here's the thing: is like, I think you could make a case for any of these options, and I'd be like, yeah, I get it. Because they all have really great things in them, but they all end with one, crap movie.
Well, I will say in his defense, how he said like they all start out good. Even if you look at the end of the timeline, like the choices,
yeah,
they all start off pretty good. I mean, you got the one that starts off with H2O, and then you got one that starts off with Halloween 2, or even if you want to say that starts with Halloween 4 in the differences.
Mm-hmm.
And then Halloween 2018, I like Halloween 2 too much to get rid of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that, again, I don't think there's a wrong answer here, but I think that I would go with the H2O timeline. Because you get Halloween, Halloween 2, Halloween H2O, which is a great trilogy. I still think that some of the stuff done in the new trilogy, which is a lot that I like in there, but a lot of that stuff I was like, oh, they already did that better in H2O 20 years ago. And yes, you've got to end with Resurrection, which, is a little sad, but like you said, like, I don't hate it as much as everyone else. I get why people hate it. I get it. It's ridiculous and it's stupid as hell, but I also think it's kind of fun. So I don't hate Resurrection, so I really love H2O, so I feel like that's what I would go with. But it breaks my heart to like leave out 4, because if you listened, to our franchise rewatch, I love Halloween 4. I think it's great. So it's a tough call, but I'm going with the H2O timeline.
And I know you don't like ends, but ends is the only one that actually gives a conclusion.
It
right?
does, but
Other than, I mean, you could argue H2O gives the good conclusion.
yes, but then you go to Resurrection and it kind of ruins it, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, Halloween Ends ruins the ending of Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
So they all have the same problem is
They
Halloween
keep
6.
going.
Yeah, Halloween 6 ruins what came before, Resurrection ruins what came before, and Ends ruins what came before. So,
Yep.
you got to lop off the final one in all three.
Any good franchise's problem is they just keep going before they should stop.
They did not quit while they were ahead. All right. Good question, Stuart. Next email is from Tom Fallows. It says, "Hope you're having a good podcast and you're doing well. I'm a very happy Batman fan, seeing that my city is being used as Gotham City, and hopefully it will be the city for the DCU. I'm a little peeved that they didn't announce it so I could get time off work when I wasn't on holiday. However, I've enjoyed seeing bits of the city being used. For those interested, the Queen Elizabeth II Law Courts are being used as the Gotham Hospital. St. George's Hall is being used as Gotham Courts and City Hall. North John Street and the India Building are being used as Gotham Municipal Buildings. The Liverpool Philharmonic Hall is being used as a theater. And the New Brighton Promenade has been used as Amusement Mile, and Seacombe Ferry Terminal is being used as Gotham Docks. So if anyone wants to travel to Liverpool here, here's some locations to check out with rich history. FYI, New Brighton and Seacombe are over in Wallasey, which is over the river, like New York City and New Jersey. I assume he's talking about Clayface.
Okay, yeah, I thought I just missed it. But yeah, that's what I was.
He does not say it, but I assume he is talking about Clayface. My question is, I've always looked at buildings in Liverpool and went, that would be cool in a Batman movie. Is there any location or building you've gone past in your daily life that you would love to be used as a live action Gotham? Have fun, guys. Keep the bat light shining bright. Tom Fallows, Gotham City. All right. So yeah, I assume this is Clayface. Clayface is shooting right now. I didn't know it was shooting in Liverpool, but it would make sense that that's what he's referring to. But are there any buildings you've seen in real life and you're like, that should be in a Batman movie?
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, I live in a pretty boring area of New Jersey. I don't know if I mean, anything with a gargoyle on top of it.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's kind of a boring answer, but a couple months ago, Catherine and I went to New York City for a wedding. We were walking around the city, and yes, they have a lot of still cool old buildings.
Like St. Patrick's Cathedral? Like
that kind of have that Gothic old school feel, and that's what I want from Gotham. So it's stuff like that. I can't say this specific building, but I knew that we walked past some that I'm like, ooh, that feels very Gotham-y. Same thing like when I'm home in Chicago. There's still some cool old school buildings there that feel like they belong in a Gotham city.
Well, not to, bring up maybe a sore subject, but the Batman was filmed in Glasgow, and you saw all these like older looking buildings like that, but we didn't really see a lot of that in the movie itself.
Yeah.
It seemed like just a regular city when we got to watch in the movie. I know they were also filming in Glasgow for Batgirl, right?
Oh, did they? I don't remember.
They did. I could be wrong. But I was hoping maybe we would get some of that more Victorian looking, and I could be using these words completely wrong. But like that old school look, the European look, I hope that is what we're getting with Clayface, because that would be really fun. But I don't know. It's a boring answer.
No, it's okay. It's a tough question, but very cool that, yeah, it's right there in your backyard, and yeah, can't wait to hear and see more. But it is exciting to just see little glimpses of what Gotham City could be in the new DCU. All right, one last email, and we're caught up. Amazing. It's from our old pal Julian Chan. It says, "Hey, Andy and the gang. Hope all's going well. I got a fun little poser for you, or not. Can you guys pair up the live-action Batman with live-action adaptations of famous Batman stories? For example, what if Adam West was in Nightfall? Feel free to go bonkers. As always, keep up the great work, Jazzy Jules." Thanks, Julian. Oh, this is a hard one. It's fun, but it's hard. But I think that you're onto something, in that I like the juxtaposition. So I would love to see Adam West in Dark Knight Returns.
So, like, would it be Dark Knight Returns with a humor, or would it be Adam West in a serious take on Batman?
Oh,
right. Like, how do you do that? Does the
yeah,
story
yeah.
does the story inform the character, or does the character inform the story? Because, like, I'm picturing Adam West getting his back broken in Nightfall, but it being funny. That would be pretty messed up.
I would do Adam West doing the same performance he would have done in the old show, but in a deadly serious Dark Knight Returns.
Almost like a Naked Gun type, like the
yes. Play it straight. But
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. I mean, lots of fans have wanted Michael Keaton in Batman Beyond. Maybe that's too easy, but
I'm trying to think of a humorous Batman story. Like, can I cheat and say Ben Affleck's Batman in the Batman 66 title?
I mean, kind of, but I'd be okay with that. I mean, yeah, I can't think of a specific story, but if you look at like the 50s era Batman, where it was like, you know, Batman and Robin in a rocket ship going and fighting
with
aliens.
dinosaurs and stuff.
Yeah, right. Like, give me Ben
Christian Bale
doing that, right? But yeah, I mean, we'll think about like landmark Batman stories. Batman Year One.
Putting Adam West in any of these would be hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, Adam West for all. Can we do that?
Because most Batman stories that are loved are the serious ones.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So, I mean, like Batman Year One, like Michael Keaton. I think Michael Keaton always wished he could have done something like that. So I think he would have been good in that if they could have done it when he was younger. I think he would have been into that.
I think Christian Bale in No Man's Land.
Great.
Like that.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck in Hush.
Oh, yes. I'll take it. That sounds amazing. Let's put Clooney in The Long Halloween. Why not? Let him get to do, you know, something a little more grounded, a little more.
And the sad part is we always say it all the time. I think Clooney would have been able to pull it off. Like if he was just in the wrong movie.
Yeah. What about Val? Where does Val go?
I'm looking at my shelf. Dark Knight's Metal. Val Kilmer in Dark Knight's Metal. Val Kilmer Under the Red Hood.
Death of the Family. He can you know, pick up Chris O'Donnell's corpse out of a collapsed building. Is that everybody? We did all right. Oh,
Pattinson. We forgot Pattinson.
Pattinson.
0 Year.
Sure. What about the, you know, the Mr. Bloom story? What the hell story was that?
So is it Commissioner Gordon will take over?
Yeah. Is that you is that you or Eric who defends that crap?
We both kind of defend it,
What
but
do
we
you
know
guys
it's not
like
great.
that's that
we
one?
just defend Scott Snyder in everything.
I always forget that Snyder because
it was the end of his run. You want to talk about stinkers to end your run?
Yeah.
How sad is that? I would say put Pattinson in something like.
I want to put him in something funny. I want Pattinson to have a little fun, like Batman #1, where it started to get a little silly.
I'm trying to think of like you're right with the 50s and 60s, like that era.
I want Pattinson doing a movie version of the episode of Batman 66 where he has the surfing contest with the Joker. That's what I want. Go. I was like, what's the most ridiculous scenario I can put Pattinson in?
What about Pattinson versus Scooby-Doo?
I'm fine with that too.
Brave and the Bold and Scooby-Doo.
I will also accept that. Anyway, Julian, thanks for the question. It's all off the top of your head, and this is what you get. But there you go. There's some thoughts.
Pattinson versus the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, yes, please. Very cool. All right, we're closing the Wayne Manor mailbox. For anybody who's got something to send, you can send that to holybatcast@rf4rm.com. And Joe, let's call it a night. Thanks as always for making the time. It was good chatting. It was good talking about Happy Meals, talking about toys, looking at toys, and then answering random questions while also talking about the Halloween franchise.
This was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me. Yeah, hey, we got to talk about Halloween. We got to talk about all sorts of stuff. The Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
And Happy Meals.
Yeah.
Just like two adults do.
As two grown men in their 40s should.
While their kids are either sleeping or running around doing God knows what right now while their wives are trying to figure things out. We're having very important conversations.
You know what? We're doing the Lord's work here. Yeah, no, good times. I should have said like the Brady Bunch thing. I know I gave it a quick shout out last time, but for anybody who's like not up to speed, go check out the Real Fans feed or go to YouTube and look up me and Scotty got to tour the Brady Bunch house. So yeah, it was super cool. It's on the Real Fans feed and also the Real Fans Facebook page. I posted the link to the YouTube video if anyone's interested. If you're not interested, that's fine too. I don't mind. Anyway, Joe, it was great chatting with you tonight. As always, anywhere else that folks can find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd, jforn11, and you can find me on Facebook as Joe Fornarotto, Fornarotto. When we are actually recording, it's been a while, but I'm with Eric Carter and The Fire Rises. We do a podcast there when we talk about Batman when there's more stuff to talk about. Unfortunately, it's been a little slow, and we've been busy, but hopefully we'll get back to that hopefully this week or next week. So.
Sweet. I already told you guys where to find me, but thank you as always for joining us and for downloading or streaming the show. Please do follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And something else you can do if you enjoy the show, just rate and review us. A 5-star rating goes a long way, and it doesn't cost a penny. We would really appreciate it. Again, find the show on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Search for Holy BatCast. And if you've got something for the Wayne Manor mailbox, that email address, again, is holybatcast@rf4rm.com. Our theme music was created by the talented Gaurav Venkateswar. You can find his work at gvtunes.com. And that'll do it. Thanks for joining us. On behalf of Joe, I've been Andy. We'll see you next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. And you know what? For old time's sake, go get you a Happy Meal. You deserve it. You've been good. Holy BatCast is not affiliated with Warner Brothers or DC Entertainment. The views and opinions shared by the participants are theirs and theirs alone and do not represent the companies or organizations they happen to work for. And I remember, who is it? What are you doing? What are you doing and where are your jammies?
But I don't know.
Okay.
Is there a candle?
Yeah. But she peeks in and she's in her underwear. Like, what are you doing, girl? All right.